Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Talk. This is me, Meera, and today is one of my favorite lessons, to be frank with you. We usually face this problem these days. Whenever we want to describe any friends or family or any one such person, we always use 2 to 3 lines for describing them, and it gets very confusing for the person who's listening to us. What if I tell you that I have really interesting words to describe that person in just one word? So like you can see, I have few sentences over here which basically describe that personality, and I'm going to tell you one word replacement for all of those. Today we just have 10, but I'm sure we could have more in the coming videos. So we are going to take a look at these, but the last one is my personal favorite. So wait and watch what's going to happen. Once I tell you word by word and sentence by sentence, try to tag your friends, right, on whatever social media you are on, and let's see what happens to your friends when they get to know that word for them, right? So let's get going. The first person, someone who's too strong to be defeated. So now when we're talking about this person, he's someone or she's someone who cannot get defeated mentally or physically and who's so strong. Can you guess? Just try and guess what could be just one word description for that person. No, not Superman. Come on, that's not what I'm talking about. But that's a great word, right? He's someone who cannot be defeated. And that person is invincible. So whenever you want to talk about that person, you can say, you know what? He will not give up. He is not giving up. He is invincible. Or if you want to say, my mother is so strong, she is invincible. Isn't that a great word? And plus, nowadays, Twitter, Instagram, all these places have really limited use of words. So there you go. You have one word to describe them the next time you want to post something about them. Next, this person is someone who can adapt to situations really quickly. Maybe you just put him in a desert, he or she will just do fine. You take him to a business class, he will do fine. You put that person in great humid weather, that person will be fine. Now this person, I'm just talking about situations. He's or she's someone who adapts to it very quickly, who easily gets comfortable in such situations. What would you name him? What would you call him? This person is a versatile person. We're talking about situations. We're talking about anything he wants to do in life. He basically has a great versatile personality. Can you think of your friends or family members already to describe these people? Try. We're moving on. We have one who pretends to be someone else. Well, guys, we have a lot of people who claim that, hey, you are copying my style, or you're actually completely doing exactly what I'm doing and pretending to be someone else. In informal language, we call this person a con man. Okay, so I'm going to write it, but that's not the word we're looking at. Yeah, this person can fool you very easily. Now, obviously, it takes a great amount of efforts to actually be someone else, but this person is an imposter, okay? I hope you don't know people who are imposters, okay? No, so don't tag someone with, hey, you're an imposter, because that's a little rude. But I thought you should know, since we have so many topics going on these days on social media who pretend to be someone else. I wanted you to know that word to describe them, right? Moving on, guys. The one who can handle pain and hardships. Now, I know that the first one and the second one may sound a little similar, but here, this person is in general too strong to be defeated for anything. that person will not break down. But this is someone who has been through hardships and been through pains and can still handle it, has taken care of it, has not been defeated, but can handle it at the same time, right? Has not always won, has been defeated, and has been able to sail through that difficult time period in his life. Now, that person is stoic. Very short word, right? Stoic. Let me make sure that you do not get confused, right? A little color over there. I'm sure you must have got this. Someone who can handle pain and hardships has a stoic personality, right? Maybe this could be your mother and this could be your father, right? Yes. Moving on, one who doubts everything in life. Do you have that friend of yours or that person maybe in your office who's like, oh no, maybe we should not do this. So you come up with this idea and you say, hey, you know what? We should post this today on social media or Instagram. And this person goes like, oh, no, maybe we'll get a lot of dislikes. Oh, maybe we'll get a lot of hates. Do you have that person in your life? Now, that person is called a cynic who says he or she doubts everything. Do you think we should go to the beach this holiday? Oh, no. I think it's going to be really hot and people are going to steal our money. Well, that's doubting. If you have a person, if you say, you know what, I think she's a great girl, you should be with her. And this guy goes, oh no, what if she's not? Oh no, what if she's just being an imposter? That person is a cynic, you guys. You can always say, come on now, don't be a cynic. Just go on one date at least and you will get to know if she is an imposter or not, right? Well, go ahead and try to use it whenever you can. And unskilled, next up, unskilled style of work. Now, this is not always negative, okay? Whenever we talk about an experienced person or a professional person, this person has to learn at each stage, right? Now, someone who has not reached that stage will obviously have a little unskilled style of work, a little unpolished things. He leaves or she leaves things undone, right? Now that person is known as or called as an amateur. Okay, it could be a dancer, it could be a digital marketing person. His style of work is unfinished, unskilled, and I think that's completely fine because to reach that professional stage or experience stage, you must go through the amateur phase as well, right? So that's completely fine. I just wanted you to know how you can describe the style of work of that person in one word. Okay, so you can say the next time, I think you can do it in a much more professional way. This looks a little amateur to me. Fine, we'll move on from there. This person can write easily with both hands. To be frank, this used to be my dream when I was a child. So I had this friend who could, who would start writing in the class with his right hand and take his pencil in his left hand and continue writing in equally easily manner. And I never understood it, although I always wanted to be that person. And that person, my friends, is called ambidextrous. Do you think this would be something really interesting on your CV or resume if at all you are just a graduate? I think it could really be a funny thing to talk about in an interview, just to make the atmosphere a little informal and a little more fun. So if someone asks you, what skills do you have? You can definitely say, I am an ambidextrous. Isn't that fun? Well, the next one is equally fun. I am sure most of us have this person in our lives. That person who is active like an owl at night. Who's that person? That person is nocturnal. I want you guys to tag this friend of yours. I'm sure it's not one person. I'm sure there are going to be 10,000 or hundreds of them who are going to be nocturnal. I too have such friends, you know, who are up all night or who can stay up all night. I'm not that person. I sleep very early because I wake up early, right? I'm a morning person. Now, the next one is one who has a negative thinking. Hold on, before you think, isn't that similar to cynic? Well, it's not, because this person just doubts everything. He just doubts, okay? And you can clear that person's doubts. But now this person thinks negative about everything. Oh no, I don't think that's going to be right. I don't believe in this. I don't think what you're doing is right. I don't think what you're saying is right. Always the negative person who comments negative, who dislikes everything, that thought process, and that person who thinks that way is a pessimist. You guys, what is he or she? A pessimist. I really hope you don't have a pessimist in your life. If you do, make sure you tell that person that you need to change, darling. You need to become an optimist, right? It's the opposite of pessimist, who thinks positive and is hopeful in life. But we're not talking about that person. We're talking about my favorite person, which is someone who has an unconventional style, who wears uncommon things, or who does uncommon things and really is able to stand out in the crowd. In fact, this kind of, it's actually a style of living, and that's how it becomes a personality, and a different personality, and that personality is called as bohemian. Isn't that word itself so funky and so uncommon? Do you know any such person? I'm sure there are going to be so many people who might be following a lot of bohemian people, or people who live very differently. Maybe they have nice different types of colors that they wear, or maybe their house is filled with plants and yet very creative, and they think out of the box. I think every one of us should have someone like this in our lives, because they really bring color to our life. Right? So that personality is a bohemian personality, and these are your 10 new hashtags to tag your friends right away. So go ahead. Okay, before that, please, I hope you don't find any imposter or con man, because that's a little tricky, you know. So go ahead, tag these people, follow us on Instagram. The link is right there in the description. And well, that's all for the day, guys. I will be back very, very soon with another such interesting topic. You keep practicing, you keep smiling, spread a lot of love, guys. This is me, Meera, signing off for the day. Ciao.